It's saying.
I know.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another review here on Pez of the Mind. I am James Phoenix. With me today is Chris the Mole.
Hello, people of the internet and assorted stuff. There you go. Nailed it.
Perfect.
I'm kidding. Going nailed it by just looking at your phone is kind of shit.
Yeah, little bit, just a little.
There's something I wanted to pull up.
Okay, pull it up.
No, you continue.
Oh, okay. Well, we're here to review the movie Sing today, a film from last year, 2016, put out by Illumination Entertainment. And it's basically a movie about a city of anthropomorphic animals. The main one is a koala bear who owns a theater, but the theater has been failing because the shows he's putting on are not particularly good. So he decides to save the theater by holding a singing competition, for which What's that?
Is he the main one?
Well, sort of.
Because on the front cover, the main one always seems to be the pig.
It is, but that's more just because he's the one that was focused on because he's the funniest and he gets people's attention. Gunta. Major Piggy Power.
True, although most of them it tends to be the female pig. I've seen the female pig on a few of the covers or posters.
Yeah, and really, a lot of them get equal screen time. Just more that the koala is kind of the framing device, if anything.
Found myself there. Boom. I forgot some of them. I just wanted to pull up the soundtrack listing because
that's a good idea.
It's had a good soundtrack.
It did. As the premise is the koala launches a singing competition, and a ton of people show up after the amount of prize money being offered is mistyped on the poster. And we see the venture. We focus on specifically about half a dozen or so of the animals who are chosen for the finals, and their varying lives and their journeys and what the singing competition means to them.
Yep. My favorite's the gorilla.
The gorilla is cool. Johnny.
With his dad.
Yeah.
His dad, he just breaks out of prison at one point. I want to see my boy. Like, he's so proud of it at the end. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That's my son.
Yep. He's like the proper hardened criminal, which that's just awesome.
He is. I think he voluntarily goes back to jail.
Yep. It's because he's learned that what he did was wrong and how he treated his son was wrong, so he wants to redeem himself.
That is true.
He wanted to watch his son commit his song.
Yeah.
Sing his song?
Yeah, I think it's probably better.
But who was your favorite animal?
I really like Mina the elephant. I thought she was cool. She had the whole journey of it. She initially went to try out, but she had, what some could say is, one of, if not the best voice in the movie, short of, obviously, of Nana Noodleman. But, which is just a great name for a character, by the way. But I like Mina because her whole deal just, I'm going to audition, but all her family knows how great she is, but she's just so stage shy, and so she initially chokes, manages to get a job working as a stagehand on the production, and eventually, the koala buster hearing her voice is what prompts him to eventually go through with the show after some circumstances prevent it from happening the first time. And so I loved her journey from going to being the shy to.
Is you absolutely love the very original and unique story of someone who's fat and unattractive that somehow goes onto a talent show and gets discovered for her beautiful voice.
She's not
Hi, Susan Boyle.
She's not fat. She's just an elephant.
Which makes her fat by default.
Elephants aren't fat. Elephants are normal sized for their size because they're not just fat. That would be like saying Big Show's fat. Big Show's not fat. He's just big.
He's fat as well. How many times do they make fun of him for his weight?
Which that makes no sense to me because he doesn't even look fat. He's just big.
Which even Big Show has said he's fat. That's why he slimmed down last time he came back. He slimmed down a bit more because he was fat. Like, ironically, Callie was a similar size but didn't look fat, whereas Big Show looked like he had my body and he's just taller. and obviously wider, but looks like my body build, not like muscular or skinny.
Right.
But yes, I just wanted to throw that out there. It's the Susan Boyle story.
Kind of, yeah. But it works. It's
But
very
interesting.
it's very sweet of her finally getting to unleash her inner song to everyone at the end, and I thought that was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, great voice cast this movie. Matthew McConaughey voices Buster Moon, the koala who's facilitating everything. Reese Witherspoon is in here as the lady pig who has 25 children at home and just wants to be recognized as more than just a mom.
Yep. And I will say, the film does do a few twists throughout.
Yep.
The twist I didn't see coming is the second the building gets destroyed, I'm like, oh, okay. Midway through, there's going to be a musical number, and they'll put it all back together, and it'll be fine, and it'll look the same. Maybe even look better than it was before, like most kids' shows at this point in the film. But no, it looks like crap. It looks like rubble that they just throw some lights on, and I'm like, that's cool.
A really refurbished open-air theater.
Yeah, and I'm like, it looks more like basically like what would actually happen, which is ironic because if it's a film about singing animals.
Yeah.
But I've seen shows with humans where that thing happened, and they build it within like a week and just get it back together. Like, we're gonna do it with the neighborhood. Hammer it up, and then suddenly, oh my god, it looks better than it was before. Look, it's even got the highest quality lighting that our neighbor who knows nothing about electricity put together.
Yeah.
And you're like, really? But yeah, the soundtrack for this is brilliant.
Yes, an excellent soundtrack. Some of which are songs that are coincidental, some of which are actually performed by the varying characters in the shows.
Yep. Like the soundtrack, according to this, Sing, the original motion picture soundtrack.
Yep.
It also includes stuff like Under Pressure.
Yep.
And for some kids, I'll just know that tune is Ice Ice Baby, and if that's all you know and not Under Pressure, go kill yourselves. And I'm kidding, but yeah, it also has Hallelujah. I like that song.
That's a great song.
It's got a few in there. Now, some of the songs I didn't really like that much, but I was like, oh my god, when they had Shake It Off, Shake It Off.
Yeah.
Like, yay! And I was singing along with it, but which means there's modern music, old music, and just various types, all like different genres mixed in.
It is.
And I like that because each one has a different personality, each one has a different type of music, and that's cool.
Yeah. And it does, and of course, written specifically for the movie was the original song "Faith" by Stevie Wonder and Ariana Grande.
Yep.
Which is performed near the end and then over the end credits.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah, they did a great job with the talent here and the fact that the voice actors do, for their respective characters, sing all their songs. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
They did a great job with that. And, as much as he's a very controversial both voice actor and writer-creator in Hollywood today, I just want to thank you guys for putting Seth MacFarlane in this movie, only because if there's one thing Seth MacFarlane does well, and it's not animation or writing, it's singing like an old-style Frank Sinatra crooner, because he's really good at that, and he sounds great doing it, so thank you for letting him do it in this movie. I'm just saying. And they made him a mouse. It was hilarious.
Yeah, like I said, the mouse's song was probably the shittest song in the whole film.
Yeah.
When he's coming off the lights and stuff, to the point I was like, oh, come on, it was so good. Why the hell have you made it so shit at this point?
Yeah, I was a little annoyed that they did that, but it was still an enjoyable song.
And then, but afterwards, I was like, okay, so it ended. But yeah, I thought that was terrible.
But the other advantage if you get the soundtrack is you get the full versions of the songs that they initially performed during their rehearsals earlier in the movie, which you only see a snippet of in the actual film. So that's an advantage. You get to hear those songs as well.
Well, I only mentioned the soundtrack just because it's Sing, and I wasn't going to go through what's on the soundtrack, but in terms of buying it, but I wanted to make sure I had an accurate thing of what music was done, because like I said, some of the music was really good, that was fun. Like I said, most of it was really good. I will say I did disagree on that mouse. I thought the mouse was the shittest song I've heard.
Fair enough.
And it was the shittest song I heard that week. And that week I'd also heard some bad X Factor auditions.
Huh.
No, like seriously, it's fucking terrible. It's garbage. It's worse than High School Musical garbage. That song is terrible.
Okay then.
Like when he's swinging off the lights and he's doing all like the animation on that was like, what the fuck? And he's swinging and he's going, oh, and you're like, oh, come on, you're bending how it's meant. Okay, whatever. And it's like, oh, the song's just not good. I will say I did like the Teenage Porcupine songs.
Yeah, the Teenage Porcupine was very cool, voiced by Scarlett Johansson of all people. I didn't know she could sing. Apparently she can.
Didn't she sing on Jungle Book? The Disney film, you may have heard of it.
You're right. She did do the one song. That was only over the credits, though. They didn't really put it in the movie.
The credits is part of the movie.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. I forgot about that.
Otherwise, whenever we review films, we wouldn't talk about the post-credit scenes because they wouldn't be part of the movie.
That's true. That's true.
They'd be a separate movie. Coming soon on Pass of the Mind, 2 Spider-Man Homecoming reviews of post-credit scene.
Yes.
Or post-credit sequels. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, she sung on that.
Yep, that's true.
I liked her as the Snake.
She was good in that, yeah. I mean, she does a great job as the porcupine in this. And I like how each character, we really see their life story. Each of them gets a pretty much equal amount of screen time, and we get to see their backgrounds and why the singing competition is important to them, and it makes you connect with these characters. And even though some of the stories, like Meet the Elephants, are cliched and we've seen them before, it's made really fun to watch by the combination of just how much the actors are clearly enjoying it, the fact that it's this beautiful animation with these animals. I mean, it all comes to just be a lot of fun, even if it is kind of cliche.
No, to be fair, they're all kind of cliche, these stories. However, that's what all talent show stories are. They all have the same types of stories of, oh, my father was a criminal and I just want to live my life and rise above it. Or, oh, only my family knows my hidden talent. They literally devote a lot of portions on, and I hate those shows, but stuff like X Factor and stuff like that. They even dedicate parts of the show just to show their life story.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, who gives a shit? They're auditioning for the song. It's like if you go to, and that's meant to be part of a job, in my opinion. And it's like if Jim decides, okay, I want to go work for a different library. You can't suddenly show up and go, okay, now this is why you should hire me. When I was a little boy, I came downstairs and all I wanted for Christmas was the Power Ranger Command Center. But my parents, they selfishly bought me a dirt bike. The bastards. That wouldn't work. That happened, didn't it?
No.
And little Jim cried, didn't he? Because they got him a dirt bike. The monsters.
No. Yeah, I could ride a dirt bike. Okay.
Kids can ride dirt bikes.
Well, I had a bike. I didn't have a dirt bike.
Fair enough. Did you have a BMX?
No, I remember that.
It was the 90s. I feel you should have had a BMX.
I should have had a BMX, but I didn't.
I watched shows like those free BMX kids that would stop the crime because they had bike skills.
I don't remember that show, but okay.
Imagine the Free Ninja Kids, but replace ninja skills with BMX tricks, and that's what this film was.
Okay, then.
It was fucking terrible.
That sounds horrible.
It was wonderfully 90s. I went to the cinema to watch it, and at the time, as a little kid, I'm like, "Oh, this is so cool! They got bike tricks." Watching it as an adult, I'm like, "No."
At one point, I did have one bike that had the body had like a plastic frame over it, so it looked like a motorcycle. Nice. That was kind of cool.
But yeah, they do the tragic stories in these shows all the time, so it was cool to see that they each had one. And I don't mind if they're each cliche, because to be fair, you're not going to get an amazingly original one in a kids film about singing animals, but having multiple ones was cool. Yeah. I also loved the daddy pig. When the mum's like, tell him I had a great singing. Oh, yeah, you were the best, darling. Here you go. Here's the plunger. I think the toilet's playing up, and just leaves to go to work. Yeah. And you're just like, you evil bastard. But Party's like, no, he's not evil. He's just married to us. So that's just normal to him now. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and then workers just beat him down so much. That's why there's the great payoff at the end, where after she sings at the concert, and when she comes out of the big fancy concert with the leotard, and he's like, And then he rushes up and he kisses her after the performance. That was really cool.
Yep. And he puts his little hoof to her mouth. He kisses her. He inserts his penis into her. She goes, oh, and he mutes her again and goes, shh, that'll do, pig. That'll do.
Wow.
It's in the deleted scene.
Yeah, okay.
But I made up.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the idea of him going, that'll do, pig. Like he's not a pig.
Yeah. It's overall it's a really enjoyable film just because of all the fun, unique characters and everything else. So it's really, really quite enjoyable if you do get an opportunity to check it out. It's on DVD and Blu-ray.
Yep. I will say, in my opinion, they're becoming big hitters now. The people that made this, I mean, the studio.
Oh, the Illumination. Yeah, they're doing quite a number of movies these days.
Because it used to just be Disney and DreamWorks.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, their movies feel more like DreamWorks.
Yeah.
However, that's not a bad thing, because I'm sorry, people can argue, oh, well, the Disney movies are good, better, and insert Disney stuff here, but there's a reason why Minions were everywhere. They can still do, or Shrek was everywhere with DreamWorks. Whether or not you think Disney's better or worse doesn't matter. Each one of those three studios still does something that resonates with fans.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean,
like Shrek 1 was fucking amazing. They just launched Minions 3, which looks cool, and I've heard good things about it. I didn't get to go see it, but
Despicable Me 3. Minions was a spin-off, even though it's basically Minions 3. Yeah.
Yeah, Despicable Me 3. Minions was a prequel, and the Minion movie.
That's when they the original evil person they worked for before they worked for Gru. And
yeah, I didn't like the Minion movie, but they've done those two. I think they're the ones that did Secret Life of Pets.
They are, yep.
Boss Baby. I really want to see Boss Baby.
They didn't do Boss Baby. That wasn't them.
Oh, because at the beginning it says one of the people who brought you Secret Life of Pets.
Probably like the director or something.
Yeah, it might be the directors. I thought it might be the same studio.
No, Boss Baby is from DreamWorks.
Because ironically, with Boss Baby, I was looking at it, I was like, it looked so much like the Secret Life of Pets, but with a baby. I thought it should have just been called the Secret Life of Babies. That
would have made sense.
But that's why I want to watch it. It looks so cool. But Boss Baby, and isn't it like Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, he's the boss. Cookies are for closers. Spit that out.
Yeah, I want to see Boss Baby. It looks cool.
Yeah, it does look pretty funny.
But like I said, that's one of the things. Each one of these is cool, and yeah, this studio is doing some big hits. Some big hits at least.
Yeah, very much so.
Now I worry that they're going to do a Sing 2.
Oh, that's also the studio that did. If you go back into our review repertoire, they also did the hit Easter movie Hop.
Nice. But yeah, I said Sing. I'm hoping they don't do a Sing 2.
It's already in production.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope they don't, but I know it already will be. Because it's like, I know for a fact Disney's doing Frozen 2.
Yeah.
They just did Cars 3, so they're doing the sequel shit as well.
Yeah. Toy Story 4 is coming.
Yeah, like Shrek, which shouldn't happen.
No.
Shrek 1 was cool, but the sequels seem to get worse with each one.
Yeah.
But arguably 4 was a little better than 3, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Sing, it's such a complete story now that Sing 2, I worry they'll just redo the first story somehow.
Maybe.
And what I mean by that is the koala will forget his life lesson and be the same type again like they normally do in these films.
Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, they're getting some time. I think they said it wasn't coming out until like 2020, so. So we'll review that when that comes. I will just mention briefly also, if you're watching the DVD or Blu-ray version of this, there are 3 mini-movies that are also included, which are a lot of fun. There's one of Gunter babysitting, which is the male pig Gunter watching after Rosita and her husband Norman's 25 piglets so they can go out for the night. A hilarity ensues. One of them is about the sheep character who's friends with Buster the Koala, I can't remember that character's name. But he has a life coach. It's basically his parents are rich, but he's like a lazy bum, so they make him get a life coach, or they're going to cut off his money and they're going to kick him out of living in their pool house. So that was pretty funny. And then the third one was the lizard lady who works for Buster the Koala, Mrs. I don't remember her name, but she's actually voiced by the director of the movie, and basically Johnny the gorilla tried to help her find a date with an online dating service, which is also very funny.
Yep, I have the Blu-ray sat right over there. I bought it on 3D Blu-ray.
Nice.
Which that's cool. I haven't had a chance to try out the 3D yet.
Let me know how it is.
It should be cool. I also like the fact it's one of the Blu-rays, which I will give props to here. And I hate saying this because I know we're doing the somewhere at Disney, so it's bad to insult the shit out of Disney. But
no, go ahead.
Disney needs to fucking learn about one thing with Blu-rays that annoys the shit out of me with Disney ones.
Is it the fast play?
No,
okay.
It's not fast play. What it is if I buy, say, Batman v Superman, or which I did, or if I buy Sing, which I did, or if I buy Deadpool, which I did. Like, for example, I'll pull up Deadpool right now. Look what's included.
Digital HD.
Hey, look at the Mona. Look what's not included.
Oh.
Like, if you buy, like, Civil War or anything like that, it doesn't come with the digital version. Because they want to sell you the digital version twice as much. At least here, because the digital ones cost about the same amount as the Blu-ray. So you have to buy twice. But I like the idea of when you buy it, like I do, I download the code, pop it onto here, and I just, boom, stream it to my Comcasts if I need to in a different room or something. And it's cool to have it as a backup because then you don't need to change discs. You can just stream it. And you can keep the discs for just like the 3D ones. If I want to watch it in 3D, I'll probably pop the disc in. Or if I want to see the extra features. But if I want to watch the movie on the go, on the train, or anything like that, it's cool to have the free digital version. And I wish Disney would do that more.
Yeah, that's a shame they don't do that.
But yeah, like I said, the Blu-ray itself, I'm like, yeah, I got that at least, and I'm glad it came with the digital version. Like, for example, bear in mind, I didn't redeem all the ones I own. I only started redeeming them once I got the Chromecast.
Right, that makes sense.
If I go over to Flickstar Video, it's doing that thing where it wants you to rate it. See, as you can see there, you can see some of the movies.
Shrek
the musical.
Ooh.
You can see Sing.
Yep.
I think.
Yep. Top left.
You can see it, and you can see none of these are Disney.
Nope. Suicide Squad, Batman. You have two Batman v Supermans.
One's the extended, one's not, because I bought the Ultimate Editions. You get the extended one with the red box, and you get the normal one on the black.
Adam West Batman.
You got two Suicide Squads.
Okay.
For the same reason. But that's cool, and it's like right now, if I wanted to, let's just go here. Let's click this. Just because Jim mentioned it a second ago, and we seem to have mentioned it a bit. Sorry for the audio because of this, but I can just go. I should have used Sing, but I didn't want to. Let's just skip halfway through. Buffering. It's only buffering because it's not downloaded on my end. If you download them, it doesn't buff. It just goes straight through. But you have the choice to then delete them if you need more room on your phone.
That's nice.
It is nice.
Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, but as you can see, it's like live action with puppets and stuff mixed
Nice.
in and all the other stuff. Shrek the musical is so fucking wonderful.
I need to watch that.
We should review that. It's one of the few times I actually watch a normal. Well, not normal. That's not a normal musical, but it's one of the few times I watch a musical.
It's true.
If it's not Buffy with Once More with Feeling, best musical episode ever. So that musical episode's still so fucking perfect.
Fair enough.
Let me rest in peace. Boom. I was gonna go through the whole song at the beginning.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, at any rate, I'll go there. If I was going to rate Sing, I would definitely give it an 8.5 to a 9. It's a really enjoyable movie, despite the expected cliches. The voice acting is great. The singing is great. The animation looks great. It's just a really enjoyable movie, and the plot doesn't go 100% how you expect it to go based on the cliches. So, there's some stuff that will throw you a little bit, and you will enjoy that. And there's all different kinds of music. So even if you don't like all of it, there's going to be at least one song in this that you enjoy. So that's good.
Yep. And that's right. Like I said, I'd give it a 4. And it's ironic because I didn't look who was voicing who. Like when you said it was Scarlett Johansson as the pig, I was like, oh, that's cool.
No, the porcupine.
The porcupine. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, the pig was Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's cool. And it's ironic just because the only part of the movie I didn't like was that fucking mouse.
Which makes sense because it's Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, but it also makes sense because he was acted poorly and I like good quality.
That too.
But yeah, I give it a 4 up. The mouse was terrible. He sang terrible. His story was terrible too. Of I'm the cliched thief thing. And I don't mean like the other was a cliched. His is really overly cliched to the point it plays out exactly like the others. Whereas like the pig, where she's like the mum that wants to get discovered, they go about it in at least a different way, and they throw in that really camp pig with her and stuff, and it's fun. His is just the same shit as always.
Yeah.
Plus, he didn't need the story of I need to learn not to be selfish, because that's the koala's story.
Yeah.
But like I said, the film was good, and I liked all the songs. I liked the songs that were in it. They do, like I said, they do a good mixture. So yeah, I'd give it a firm watch or buy. If you can, go out and buy it today.
Indeed. Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining me, Mo. Always wonderful to have you here for these fine reviews that we do. And I encourage everybody to stay tuned because we don't normally do this. We are going to be back again tomorrow for our next review. We don't normally do Wednesday, but we're doubling up. So stay tuned tomorrow for our next Summer of Disney review, which will be the Angelina Jolie film Maleficent.
Yep. It's been mentioned a lot on this channel.
It has.
Mainly because whenever you mention Maleficent, mentioning the Angelina Jolie film is just funny.
It is.
I'm also sad I know that movie more than I've seen no fucking original Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
I've watched it more times in recent years.
Well, that's fair.
Sleeping Beauty doesn't hold up anymore.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, Sleeping Beauty came out like 70 years ago.
Yeah, but I put it to you, so did Snow White, and that film still holds up, and it's just a delight to watch.
True, but that was the first ever feature-length animated film. They put like way more effort into that.
So did Bambi.
Eh.
That's the point. A lot of them did come out then, but Sleeping Beauty just feels dull when you watch it nowadays. I don't know why, it just bores me now. When I was a kid, I liked it a little bit, but yeah, it feels dull. The Angelina Jolie film, I will give it credit. Ready for slight spoilers when we go to watch it. It's not dull.
No, it's not.
Its stupidity elevates it beyond that. Like, some of the choices, God, why did they do that?
Yeah. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow. We'll see you then, everybody. Peace.